There is a deep intelligence inside you, one that has always been there, waiting for you to listen. It speaks in whispers, in gentle nudges, in quiet feelings that urge you toward the right path. This wisdom is not something you need to seek outside of yourself. It is already within you, guiding you, protecting you, and showing you the way forward. But in a world filled with distractions, noise, and fear, it is easy to ignore this inner voice. You might doubt it, question it, or dismiss it as mere imagination. You may have been taught that logic and reason are the only trustworthy guides, that intuition is unreliable. Yet, when you look back at your life, how many times have you felt a strong pull toward something, a deep knowing that could not be explained? And how many times did ignoring that feeling lead you down a path of struggle? The universe does not leave you lost or without direction. It constantly speaks to you, offering signs, insights, and wisdom through your sixth sense, your intuition. This is not a special gift given to only a few. It is part of your very being, as natural as the beating of your heart. And when you learn to trust it, life begins to unfold with grace, ease, and purpose. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart and say these words: I am open and receptive to the wisdom of the universe. Feel how these words settle inside you. You do not need to force anything. Just allow yourself to be open. There is no rush, no pressure. Only a quiet invitation to reconnect with what has always been yours. Many people believe that intuition is something mysterious, something reserved for a select few. But that is not true. Your intuition, your sixth sense, is simply your connection to the divine intelligence that moves through all things. It is the language of the universe, speaking to you beyond words. Think about a time when you felt an unexplainable knowing. Perhaps you sensed that someone was about to call you just before the phone rang. Or you felt a strong pull toward a certain decision, only to later realize it was the best choice you could have made. These moments are not coincidences. They are glimpses of your inner wisdom at work. Your intuition does not shout. It does not force. It whispers. It nudges. It speaks through feelings, through a sense of peace or unease, through dreams and synchronicities. The problem is, most people have been trained to ignore it. From childhood, you may have been told to think logically, to seek proof, to rely only on what can be seen and measured. But the most important things in life, love, trust, faith, cannot be seen with the eyes. They are felt. And so it is with your intuition. When you begin to trust your sixth sense, life takes on a new clarity. Decisions become easier because you are no longer second-guessing yourself. You move through life with confidence, knowing you are guided. And the more you listen, the stronger your intuition becomes. Right now, affirm this truth. I trust my intuition. It is always guiding me to my highest good. Say it aloud or silently in your heart. Let it sink in. You are already connected to all the wisdom you need. You only have to listen. Your intuition is always there, but sometimes it feels distant or silent. This happens when fear, doubt, and old conditioning block your ability to receive guidance. The mind becomes filled with noise, endless worries, overthinking, self-doubt. And in that noise, the gentle voice of intuition gets drowned out. One of the biggest barriers to trusting your intuition is fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of making a mistake, fear of stepping into the unknown. But fear is not intuition. Fear comes from past experiences, from societal conditioning, from a mind that tries to control every outcome. Intuition, on the other hand, comes from a place of peace. It is never frantic, never desperate. It feels calm, even when it challenges you to step outside your comfort zone. Another block to intuition is self-doubt. Many people have been told in one way or another that they cannot trust themselves. Perhaps you have heard phrases like, "That's just your imagination," or "You're overthinking things." Over time, these messages can make you doubt your own inner guidance. But intuition is not imagination. It is real, it is powerful, and it is meant to be trusted. Ask yourself now, what beliefs am I holding that silence my intuition? Do you believe that only certain people are intuitive? Do you think you need special training or years of experience? Do you doubt your own ability to receive guidance? If so, it is time to release these thoughts. They are not true. Take a deep breath and repeat after me. I release all fear and doubt. My mind is clear, my heart is open. Imagine that with every breath you are clearing away old limitations. You are making space for clarity, for wisdom, for truth. The more you release fear, the more easily intuition flows. And soon you will begin to hear its voice again, soft but steady, always guiding you toward your highest good. The universe is always speaking to you, but are you listening? In the rush of daily life, it is easy to be caught in distractions, responsibilities, and the constant noise of the outside world. Your intuition, your inner wisdom, speaks in stillness. It requires space to be heard. When the mind is cluttered with stress and worry, the connection weakens. But when you slow down, when you become present, you will notice that the guidance has always been there, patiently waiting for you to receive it. Strengthening your connection to this wisdom does not require anything difficult or complicated. It is about creating small moments of stillness, quieting the chatter of the mind, and allowing your natural intuition to rise to the surface. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through meditation. Even a few minutes a day of sitting in silence, focusing on your breath, will help you become more attuned to the messages of your sixth sense. Another simple but powerful practice is mirror work. When you look into your own eyes, you connect with your deepest self. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your eyes and say, "I am divinely guided. My inner wisdom speaks to me now." At first, it may feel strange, but with time, you will feel the truth of these words resonating within you. There is no need to force anything. You do not need to try to be intuitive. Your intuition is already there. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. Think of it like a muscle. Unused, it feels weak. But with practice, it grows. Every time you choose to listen to your inner voice, you strengthen that connection. Affirm now, "I hear, I see, I feel, and I trust the guidance within me." Let this be your truth. Let this be your new way of living, one of deep trust in the wisdom that flows through you. The universe is always guiding you, not just through your inner knowing, but also through the signs and synchronicities that appear in your life. These are not random coincidences. They are messages, confirmations, and reminders that you are being guided. Have you ever thought about someone only for them to call you moments later? Have you ever seen repeating numbers like 111 or 444 over and over again? Have you ever had a deep question in your heart, and then suddenly a song, a book, or a stranger's words gave you the exact answer you needed? These are signs. They are the universe's way of reassuring you that you are not alone, that you are being led toward your highest good. But signs are only helpful if you notice them. Most people are so busy with their daily routines that they miss these gentle nudges. The key is to slow down, to be present, and to trust that when something stands out to you, it is for a reason. Start paying attention. When something repeatedly shows up in your life, ask yourself, what is the message here? What is the universe trying to tell me? The answers may not come instantly, but as you continue to stay open, patterns will emerge. One of the best ways to develop this awareness is to keep a journal. Write down any signs, dreams, or intuitive nudges you experience. Over time, you will see how these moments connect, forming a clear path of guidance. Right now, affirm, I recognize the signs the universe sends me. I am always guided. The more you acknowledge the signs, the more they appear. This is how the universe works. It responds to your awareness. It speaks to those who are willing to listen. Your intuition thrives in an environment of love, not fear. When you love and trust yourself, your inner wisdom flows freely. But when you doubt yourself, judge yourself, or live in fear, the voice of intuition becomes faint, almost impossible to hear. Many people struggle with intuition, not because they lack it, but because they lack self-trust. If you have spent years second-guessing yourself, dismissing your feelings, or believing that others know better than you, it is natural to feel disconnected from your inner guidance. But you can change this. You can return to a place of trust, where you know deep in your soul that you are safe, that you are guided, that you are loved. The way to rebuild this trust is through self-love. When you treat yourself with kindness, when you embrace yourself fully, you create a space where intuition can thrive. This means letting go of self-judgment. It means releasing the belief that you need to be perfect to be worthy of guidance. The truth is, you are already worthy. You have always been. A simple but powerful exercise is placing your hand over your heart and saying, I love and trust myself. Do this every day. Speak to yourself with the same love you would give to a dear friend. The more you affirm this truth, the more your intuition strengthens. Doubt weakens your connection to the universe. Love strengthens it. When you love yourself, you naturally trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you naturally trust your intuition. And when you trust your intuition, life becomes a beautiful dance with the divine. Affirm, I am worthy of divine guidance. I trust myself completely. Let this truth settle into your being. Because the moment you begin to trust yourself, the universe aligns everything in your favor. You do not need to force answers. You do not need to struggle or chase after clarity. The universe reveals its wisdom in divine timing. When you surrender the need to control everything, you create space for guidance to come effortlessly. Many people block their intuition because they try too hard to figure things out. They analyze, overthink, and become impatient when answers do not appear immediately. But intuition does not work this way. It does not come through force. It comes through trust. It is like trying to hear a soft whisper in a loud room. The more noise there is, the harder it is to listen. But when you quiet your mind and trust that the answer will come, It does, always, in perfect timing. Let go of the need to have everything figured out. Let go of the pressure to know all the answers right away. Instead, practice surrender. The universe already knows the path ahead of you. It is arranging everything in your favor, even when you cannot see it yet. The more you relax, the easier it becomes to receive guidance. A simple way to practice surrender is through a prayer. Say to yourself, "Universe, I surrender my need to control. Guide me with love and clarity," and then let go. Trust that what is meant for you will come at the right moment. Right now, affirm, "Everything I need to know is revealed to me at the perfect time." Repeat these words often. Trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. You are being led in the right direction, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. One of the most powerful ways to develop your intuition is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences allows you to recognize patterns and messages that might otherwise go unnoticed. It helps you connect the dots between what your intuition is telling you and how events in your life unfold. Every day, take a few minutes to reflect on your inner guidance. Ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me today? What signs or synchronicities have I noticed? What feelings keep coming up for me? Write without judgment. Do not worry about making it perfect. Just let your thoughts flow onto the page. Over time, you will begin to see that your intuition has been speaking to you all along. Another powerful journaling practice is writing letters to your higher self. Ask for guidance on a situation, and then allow yourself to write freely, as if your higher wisdom is speaking back to you. You may be surprised at the clarity that comes through. Right now, affirm, "I listen to my inner voice and honor its wisdom." The more you engage in self-reflection, the stronger your connection to intuition becomes. Answers will come more easily. You will begin to trust yourself in ways you never have before. Your intuition is like a garden. It needs daily care and attention to grow strong. If you want to stay in tune with your inner wisdom, you must nurture it every day. Fortunately, this does not require hours of effort. Small, simple practices can make a huge difference. One of the best ways to stay connected is through grounding. When you are overwhelmed or stuck in your head, your intuition feels distant. But when you bring yourself back to the present moment, your inner guidance becomes clear. Walking barefoot on the earth, spending time in nature, or simply taking a few deep breaths can help you feel more connected. Another powerful practice is mindful listening. Throughout the day, take moments to pause and listen, not just with your ears, but with your whole being. Listen to your breath. Listen to your body. Listen to the subtle feelings that arise within you. This practice helps you become more attuned to the messages of your intuition. Finally, practice gratitude. The more grateful you are for the wisdom you receive, the more the universe gives you. Every time you recognize and act on your intuition, take a moment to express thanks. Say, "Thank you, universe, for your guidance." Gratitude strengthens your connection to divine wisdom. Right now, affirm, "I am always in harmony with the wisdom of the universe." Make this your daily truth. The more you nurture your intuition, the more effortlessly life flows. You are not separate from the universe. You are part of it, connected to its infinite wisdom and guidance. Your sixth sense is not something you need to chase or develop. It is something you already have. It has always been within you. All that is required is trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in life. Trust that you are never alone. The universe speaks to you every day, in every moment, through intuition, through signs, through feelings. It is always guiding you toward your highest good. Take a deep breath and feel this truth within you. You do not need to struggle. You do not need to force anything. The answers you seek will come. They are already on their way to you. Right now, affirm, "The universe speaks to me, and I listen with an open heart." This is your new way of being, living with trust, living with clarity, living as a divine receiver of wisdom. You are always guided. You are always supported. And as you continue to follow your intuition, you will see that life unfolds in the most beautiful and miraculous ways.